Record heat scorching parts of the South and will continue. About 11 people under heat alerts this morning. That's going to expand as we get into the weekend. 145 million people will see highs above 90 degrees today, stretching from California across the South into the mid-Atlantic. Remember, D.C.'s got that streak going. Lubbock, Texas hitting 111 yesterday and 110 on Monday. That broke both of their July records. 2 straight days. Temperatures crank, and so does the AC, especially in residential grids, as they take on more demand, with millions sheltering in place due to the pandemic. Joining us live to talk about how summer heat impacts home energy usage during COVID-19 is the Chief Technology Officer at Pecan Street, Scott Hinson. Hey, Scott, thanks for talking to us this morning. And this is kind of interesting, and we talked about this a little bit behind the scenes the other day. Okay, we know more people are home, so certainly home energy use is going up. But if you look at businesses, not as many there. Are they keeping the AC cranked? Is there a net gain or loss somewhere in between or not?
It varies pretty wildly, right? So some industrial processes, some businesses can't fully shut down. So we don't measure those numbers directly, but we are aware of them. We know exactly what's happening in those homes, though.
All right, so let's talk about the homes. With so many staying at homes, what's going on with energy usage? Is there a way to quantify this?
Oh, yeah. So we measure about 2.6 billion data points a day. We turn that data over to researchers worldwide, so we know exactly what is going on in some of these homes. Our gracious volunteer participants. Energy usage is up, right? All the stuff that people use, they're staying home, they're using it more. They're sleeping in, they're staying up later, but they're using a bunch more stuff, and they're also using more air conditioning.
Yeah, so we went through this period where people at home were programming their AC to kind of shut down a little bit or go up in their house. Now they can't really do that because it's almost uncomfortable. So yeah, you can clearly see that on the graph.
Yeah.
What are some of the trends that you saw in March and April? Was it the time of the day where you saw maybe maximum usage or?
So what we saw was just general usage during waking hours was way up. March and April, it was up, 40 and 30%, right, which is a lot. For June, we've run the early numbers. It's still up. It's up like 12%. You have to understand that in June, in the afternoons, a lot of, the air conditioner is on 80% of the time anyway, so it doesn't have a lot of room to go up there.
Yeah.
But those early morning hours, people are home and they want to be comfortable. That's going to lead to higher energy bills and more HVAC demand on the grid.
So, Scott, as you look at different grids across the country, are there areas you can look at and say, oh my goodness, if this keeps going up into the heat of the summer, we're going to have brownouts in this city or that city?
I don't know yet. We're still, as a research organization, we're still looking at that. The data is coming in, and it's pretty early. It is obviously a concern. We have been contacted by regional planners asking about how much we're seeing compared to what they're seeing for their data. So it is something that the grid operators are certainly watching.
Probably a good time to consider solar as either a backup or something compatible with your current system, right?
Right. It's not like, our old strategies of, well, go to a coffee shop or someplace else that might already be cool.
Exactly.
It's a good idea.
Scott Hinson, Chief Technology Officer at Pecan Street, talking about certainly energy use going up with so many people staying home.